Hello everybody and welcome to another reaction video on Peace Beats with Dan Blackwell. Today we are listening to Dimash, Love's Not Over Yet. Now this came out last week. I was going to do a reaction straight away to it, bring it out like an hour after, but a couple of people messaged me and said, can you please not do that because it might take away from people watching Dimash's videos. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Whatever's best, you know what I mean? A couple of people said otherwise, they wanted it sooner, but I decided to give it about a week or so. I thought that would be, everybody would be kind of happy with that. So I haven't heard this song at all. I have abstained, I've stayed away from it, and this will be my first listen, and I'm very excited to get into it. So yeah, let's crack on.
In the long summer days, cold has set in now that you've gone away, retracing my steps, wondering where I went wrong. I'm haunted by the words I didn't say. Searching for light, only shadows remain. Day fades tonight, nothing eases the pain. I loved you like fire, but I buried the flames. I never had the courage to explain.
Wow, I'm just going to take a little pause there. So my first question is this a young Dimash that's being portrayed by this child actor? Great acting from all the kids in this, really, really good. With the instrumental, I love how we've got, it's piano driven, but we have these really warm strings behind it, but there's also these lovely wind textures. It's like a wooden flute of some sort, but it's giving it this little slight influence of the Kazakh traditional music. It's just kind of subtly in there. It's not overbearing or anything, but it's just a little bit of Dimash's roots kind of coming through musically. Really nice soft style of singing for this one. This is actually the first music video of Dimash's I've listened to. Everything I've listened to so far has been a live performance. So, everything's been a live performance. One was kind of in a studio, but this is the first fully produced track I've heard of Dimash's. And of course, his voice is absolutely outstanding. But there's a softness to it. It's nice. It's nice to hear a little more of that, which I think you may get a little less of in the live performances because so much is belted. It's very, he's singing to the back of the audience, whereas here he's going really, really soft. So it's giving a slightly different side to his kind of vocal talents here. And we talked in the last reaction video about the emotion behind Dimash's singing, and I said that it's not about his range or all the amazing things he can do. It's the passion and the emotion that he puts into his words that makes his voice so special. And once again, I can really feel that in this song. It's the emotion behind it that you feel, beyond the tone, beyond the voice control. It's the emotion that's the real. That's what makes it so captivating, in my opinion. Now this video is a tough watch already. Like, kids are so cruel, and I had a horrible time at school, and I was just thinking back then watching this. I remember my music teacher going through my bag and taking out my workbooks and tearing them up in front of the whole class and everything. It was awful, and I was about this age, maybe a little younger, but yeah, rough times when you're a kid. And yeah, obviously other kids are very cruel as well, and that's why it's so important with your kids. Teach kindness. Kindness is everything. And yeah, look out for horrible teachers who want to try and destroy kids. But he was my music teacher, my first ever music teacher, and I've gone on to be a composer and dedicate my life to music. So he failed at dissuading me from pursuing what I love to do. So all's well that ends well. Happy ending there. Let's get back into it.
I loved you like fire, but I buried the flames. I never had the courage to explain. Each time I close my eyes, I think you're here with me. I would give it all to hold you near to me, and you're always just beyond my reach. But how my arms are aching to embrace you, to gather you inside them and erase all the hurt, the regret for our son hasn't said. I believe love's not over yet. Give me your hand and I'll never let go. Words that I should have confessed long ago. I love you forever until my dying breath. I'll never be afraid to let it show.
Oh, before he lets that next bit go. I loved that little run he did up the scale there with the melody. Just worked his way up. That was really, that really grabbed me. This is really sweet, though I suspect we're going to take a dark turn at some point. I have a feeling. It's interesting to look at the videography of this and the kind of cinematography. Like, why is he on a plane? What does that symbolize? And why is he alone on a plane? It's like journeying alone. There's also this sense, like some of the overhead compartments are kind of open and stuff. It almost feels a bit like turbulence or something. It's like he's traveling by himself, all alone. There were people there, but now they're gone. Where did they go? I think there's a lot of symbolism going on with the visuals in this video, but really subtly done. It's not too over the top or, too in your face. And yes, I don't think that the child is a young him, but I think it's sort of it is a young him, but he is then playing a character. So I think this is my interpretation as I go along. And yeah, I'm glad we didn't linger too long on the bullying, and then it just got back to being really, really sweet again. And yeah, it's very touching, this, isn't it? It's bringing a lot of different feelings throughout. It's like it's a real roller coaster. I'm having these sad memories and then these happy memories, and you know, it's a real piece. Let's hear some more.
Long ago, I love you forever until my dying breath. I'll never be afraid to let it show. Each time I close my eyes, I see you here with me. I will give it all to hold you near to me. Just beyond my reach, but how my arms are hanging tight as you together, you inside them and the rest of the heart, the regret for our son hasn't said. I believe love's not over. Will this be your story's ending, or is it a new beginning? I could be your prince, your hero, your romance. You hold our destiny inside your head. Time I close my eyes, I see you here with me. I will give it all to hold you near to me. Yes, you always just beyond my reach. But how my arms are hanging tight as you do. Gather you inside the material. I believe love's not over.
End of part 1. Part 2 still to come. Did they make it through the plane? And what do you think the message of this... What do you think the message of this video is, and what the message of this song is? I think toward the end I felt it was a message of, you know, spend as much time with your family, do everything you can to not let work take over. It happens to so many of us, where you can become distant and miss important family things. The little girl there waiting for him, you know, there's nothing more important than family. And you know, you've got to savor every moment. It's very easy to be like, oh, next time, but you know, what if there isn't? There's only now, isn't there? So, you know, give as much to yourself, to what matters, you know, than what doesn't, without getting fired, of course. What I love with Dimash is you know where he can go vocally. You know he has the power to belt with his opera style singing. You know he can hit these really high notes, and he can hit these really passionate kind of runs, and he can put all this feeling into it. And I think that gives all of his songs this excitement of the unknown a little bit. It gives this feeling that you know it can go to such big places. There's no limitations on where he's going to go. Like when you're 2/3 of the way through the song, 3/4 of the way through the song, with a lot of artists, singers, you may feel that you've heard everything they can do. With Dimash, you know at some point he's going to do something stunning, you know? Wow, I thought this was a really beautiful song and a really beautiful video. I'm going to watch it again after this and just take it in a little bit more and think about it. I'm really looking forward to reading your comments on this and kind of hear some of the theories and thoughts about what the video's about, what the song's about, and what you kind of expect from part 2 as well. Now, I've been listening to a lot more recently of Dimash's Kazakh folk style music, more of the traditional music he's done. And I've really been loving the Kazakh traditional instrumentation and these songs. They're really like grabbing me. And a couple of people have said in comments, quite a few people have said, it would be great if you went over to Kazakhstan and met some musicians over there and, you know, did some videos. And I've been having a good think about that, because for me, that's not something you know, out of the ordinary for me. I've been all over the world by myself with a backpack with microphones and a laptop and a camera, and I've met up with musicians across Afghanistan and West Bank and all over the world, into New Zealand, Australia. So the idea of going to Kazakhstan and meeting up with some professional musicians over there who could teach me some of the instruments, and I could interview them and kind of learn some traditional folk songs and just kind of make some content on this channel around Dimash's roots a little bit, you know, and maybe just do a little series on that for the dears, for all the Dimash fans who might get something out of that. It's still, you know, this is a very new idea. So I'm still kind of looking into it, doing a bit of research into where the best place to go is, how much flights are and stuff like that. I might have to do a small fundraiser, but I don't think it's going to cost very much at all, and I could just go over for a few days. No big deal, but it would, I think I could do some really cool stuff over there and make some really cool videos for you guys, if that's what you want to see. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. Tentatively at the moment, I'm just kind of thinking about it, but this is the first time I'm just saying it out loud to just get a feel of what you guys think of that idea, or some ideas you could throw my way to help influence how I would plan something like that. You know, where's the best city to go to? Give me a list of instrumentalists I should meet up with. You know, so yeah, just kicking around some ideas, and I may do a poll at some point to get more feedback on who would be interested in that, who would like to see this, who'd like to see that on this channel. So if you enjoy my reaction videos, guys, hit the subscribe button. If you want to make a request, I have a Buy Me a Coffee. I also have a YouTube membership on here where we have these relaxing sleep mixes and original relaxation music, a lot of orchestral music, a lot of world music as well, all kinds of different styles on there, all designed to help you relax, unwind, de-stress, anti-anxiety, all that good stuff. As always, guys, take care. Peace and love.